A rolled hem is probably going to be one of the go-to stitches you're going to use the serger for. After a 4-thread, a 3-thread, a rolled hem is just as popular. You can get that nice little edge on so many different fabrics to really give it a pretty decorative look. So to set up for a rolled hem, first thing we want to do is raise the needles and remove the left needle. I'm going to clip the left needle thread and then just pull it out the top here. And remember to always take your spool off the serger so that little leftover thread doesn't get lonely and head back in with its friends. Now take the brush that you have in your serger accessory bag, slide it up the needle, and then with your screwdriver loosen the screw at the top. Now remember, just loosen that a little bit. Those screws are quite short, meaning they'll come out very quickly. And then store your needle back here in the foam. That's a great way to keep your needles handy. And then tighten up that screw. Now you're going to find you're going to tighten that a lot more than you loosened it because it's going all the way down, and then that way you can keep it from wiggling loose as you're serging. Next, to get the rolled hem, we're going to tighten our lower looper tension. You can start at 7 and go up to 8. Another thing you're going to do is to remove the stitch finger. This white button right here is going to slide forward. Now if you look down where the needle is and push it back in, you'll see what's actually moving. The little stitch finger supports the stitches when you're doing a 4-thread or a 3-thread stitch. But without it there, you're going to find that the fabric is going to roll, which gives us the rolled hem. Now remember, when you're done doing your decorative stitching of the rolled hem, put it back. So many people come to me and their 4-thread overlock seam is very wimpy looking. It's very kind of not the full size that it used to be, and all they've done is forgotten to push that back in. So keep that in mind. So out for rolled hem, and then we're going to shorten the stitch length. So reach down here and shorten your stitch length to 1. That's going to give you kind of that nice little satin stitch as you need. If your fabric is a little bit of a satin fabric, slippery fabric, so you may need to adjust your differential feed. And if you're finding any issues where the rolled hem is almost falling off the edge because it's not attached very well, you might need to adjust your knife in or out. Actually, it'll be out so you have more for the stitching to hold on to. But a lot of times you actually turn it closer to 1 because then it makes it a more dainty looking stitch. Let's see how it looks and then we'll go from there. Sometimes what I'll do, this thread sometimes will come back in and get caught. If you want, just hold on to that until the first couple of stitches have been taken. And if you want to keep your serger clean when doing a rolled hem, plan to cut off a little bit. It could even be a smaller amount than this. But instead of fuzzing off the edge, that will get your serger lintier, cut off an actual stream of fabric. And then that way you can keep it cleaner. All right, so here's what we're looking at. We are seeing that our needle thread, it's yellow. I know it's it's green. It's really small. So that is going to show, make sure you have kind of a matching thread to the outside of your fabric. And it's the upper looper, the blue thread that actually goes from the top side and gets pulled to the back. Because remember, we tightened the lower looper, which is the red, or on here the pink, and so the pink just hides out way down at the bottom side and tucks in. So if you have a thread that doesn't all the way match your fabric, well, put it on the looper, the lower looper side, and it will hide in the back. So that's one way to make a rolled hem. Isn't that beautiful? Again, one of the common things the sergers use for, and a great way to finish lots of different fabrics.